seems to end.
It does. Bedman on the other side, a little bit of a unique character, not the most common, and a little bit unorthodox, especially with the air dash and the way that the dashes in general work with the characters. So you can just like matchup check people, even in an older game like this, and catch them off guard.
Yeah, but those who are in the know, obviously Bedman is a little bit of a shadow of his former self, right? In the last patch of the game, getting hit pretty hard. So players have to be a lot more creative with him. Avery trying to get in. There's the trade right back to full screen where Pork Bun wants them.
Pork Bun doing a good job starting this out, getting the snipers going as well. Those counter hits really making it difficult. Great cross up though to get in, but just like that, you are pushed back out. PRC stuck in the corner. Okay, Beyblade now.
Just going for that YRC to try and dash on in. Gets the close slash. Just goes for the 5K OTG. Throw out the Pine Berry into the overhead.
Ooh. And just the pressure resets again with the cross up. So good from Pork Bun, but you are living on hopes and dreams. YRC to get in. Can you close out the ground with one more reset? It's gonna be dicey.
Still has another deja vu there with the bed slam. Now dashes up. Isn't quite able to get the throw if they were trying to go for that because of the push out, but this is perfect positioning.
Oh,
and there
my
it
goodness.
is with the chip damage.
We saw Pork Bun just FDing for dear life, using all of those resources, but they only last for so long. Didn't want to use that last bit of tension gauge and paid for it with their life.
Nice pick up bed slam once again.
Man,
nice
as soon as Avery turned it on, has not let go of this pressure, doing such a good job of shutting down Pork Bun, who was so comfortable at that full screen. Just as soon as Avery gets in, you get the Vortex, and that's another round.
And I mean, make no mistake, Elphelt is incredibly strong at every single range, close, medium, and far. It's just that Avery was feeling so much more confident, really able to just get that snowball rolling, right? Bedman, very strong momentum-based character. Once you get them in the corner and you have multiple deja vu sigils set up, things start to get a little wacky.
Yeah, wacky's a great word for it. This is a bit of a screen pollution character.
It's the visual noise, right? That's a big part about this character. It's just so much going on the screen at once that it's hard to tell what your options are.
I like the attempt from Pork to use the FD to try to nullify those cross-ups. That's something that Avery has been abusing pretty well. Now we are in sniper range, trying to keep you out, but the problem with Elphelt in this situation is Pork Bun's stuck in the corner. You may have full screen, but you don't have stage position.
There's the burst, but yeah, you're not gonna be able to pull out the rifle there when you have a deja vu right on top of you.
Oh, gets caught again. Just those little pokes, and Pork Bun extending very well, mixing up the timing on that jump on top of everything else, because of course you're not thinking about enough pollution. Now you have to worry about the timing on top. Okay, round opener.
Oh, tried to go for the CQC, but that was a nice mash out there from Avery into the cross-up. I want to see Pork Bun trying to destroy these sigils too, right? To kind of prevent these deja vus from constantly coming out.
On the one hand, I agree with you, but on the other hand, I feel like it's just, there's so much going on that as soon as you commit resources to doing that, there's another option that Pork Bun is trying to shut down that will have to leave the rotation.
I like the use here of 5H that we're seeing and finally getting that CQC, and I completely agree with you on that leaving the rotation, right? You kind of want to keep things simple when it comes to Elphelt.
Let's see if we can keep it simple for long enough. No, another cross-up. Bedman is so good. Oh! Okay.
Stuffed out of the rocket launcher super because of the deja vu, and just like that, Avery is going to take it 2-0.
A very different matchup for Bedman.
I'm kind of crazy to see that Bedman is just coming out of the woodwork now. Multiple in a row. Kind of rare to see.
I feel like this always happens. There's always the character of the tournament, right? This time around, maybe it is Bedman. We'll have to find out. Either way, though, B.Z.B doesn't care who you play. The mix-up game's going to be the same. I'm going to hold forward. I'm going to glue a W key to my fight stick, and I'm going to press it expeditiously.
Yeah, like Bedman does not have any reversal options other than super, right? Or, you know, things like FD, your generic reversal options. So Chipp just wants to go all in, no holds barred, and that's exactly what we're going to see with the first round down.
Bedman meta is upon us. That is a future I don't know if any of us can handle.
It's a future that I doubt we're ever going to see, if I'm being honest. Not in a game with Johnny and Elphelt. I'm sorry.
True. Oh, good start again for B.Z.B. Just playing back and forth, using that FD in the air as well to be really tricky with whether or not they're going to cross up. Does go for the cross up that time, converts masterfully. So much damage. Shuriken, good measure, and one more fuzzy cross up option for the road.
That was disgusting work there at the end. WyzeGye would have had to react immediately, leave the ground or backdash to avoid getting caught by the leaf grab. And B.Z.B trying to speed run this set.
They really got places to be. So how many people signed up for this bracket last minute? It's like, hold up, I have something to do in like an hour. Got ninja training.
Better believe it. Oh, but here we go. The downside of being Chipp is that you are made out of paper. Already down to half health off of just one combo here from Bedman, but beautiful teleport in.
Ooh. Okay, this is your opportunity. This is exactly how it went last time around. Can WyzeGye create the same kind of pressure in the corner? Of course, Chipp does not have a lot of health to work with. Slam that bed on him. Okay, we're back out.
That was a beautiful use of Alpha Blade there, just to slide right under, get the knockdown as well. Straight into some corner mix-up shenanigans. Nice press out, though, from WyzeGye, and the RC is going to be enough to take the round.
All right, we're on the board. It's not over yet. WyzeGye got some answers, really did a good job of, once the pressure string was going, holding on to it. I think the challenge is just these neutral interactions where B.Z.B is doing such a better job of finding the initial hurt.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there, and B.Z.B also going to find the burst bait.
No time either to set up these deja vus, right? The thing we were talking about in the last set that was such a boon. Not a single opportunity that we're seeing here. You have to hold forward when you finally do get your chance. Okay, got one off, but immediately gone. And with that, B.Z.B does take it.
See, B.Z.B now sitting on set point. WyzeGye got to dig deep. We need to see what we saw in that first round of game number 2. Just well-placed buttons to get out of pressure, or don't even allow Chipp to escape, but the beta blade's going to change that.
That dash back from WyzeGye. You don't get the opportunity to play your fuzzy cross-up if you can get out of there in time. That is exactly what we saw. Okay, finally the throws coming out, converting off of it very well. Now they're going to get you out of the corner.
Nice Gamma Blade. To another teleport, dash up for the throw.
Goes for the fake out. Am I going to go high? Am I going to go low? Mixing up the options. First time he went low. Second time he went high. Finds the hole in the armor. Converting it into max damage. Another fuzzy Oki setup. And finds the final conversion yet again.
Yeah, just spending the 50 meter to drop right jam up against the tank coming in with Soul Badguy.
Spoken it into existence. Akai versus the tank. Some good old-fashioned matchups here. Some high octane, the kicks and the punches.
Summoned on command is right. Oh, but there's the burst in the corner. The tank trying to be hyper-aggressive, but Akai getting that beautiful air throw, turning the tables.
Get off me. That is something that you're going to have to deal with a lot. Another air throw there. On flame, making it hard for you to deal with the pressure. YRC, the classic. When it doesn't work out, just dashing back to the neutral. But Akai not letting up the pressure. I don't care if you're going to YRC. I'm going to hold forward anyway.
Okay, GG getting that black beat.
You hold up. Hey, I've seen this before. Opportunity to come back. The tank struggling, though, and can't find the opening. Akai so aggressive.
Turn up the heat.
Trying to go for the bandit bringer. Jam can be a real menace in this matchup. Just so quick, stuffing soul at every single avenue, I should say.
So we don't even need coverage. We're just going in. I see how it is.
Do it. Do it. Do the dragon install. You have 100 tension, please.
Bro, I feel so bad for the tank in that situation. DP'd out like 5 times and it kept working and was finally like, okay, I'm gonna go for the mix-up. I'm gonna backdash. Gets exploded for it.
just so unfortunate.
Okay, dude.
Honestly, I've been so conditioned by my local soul that anytime I see a gold burst, I'm immediately expecting Dragon install.
Neutral, space them out. There's that DP. He gets so much off of it in this game and pressed him into the wall. There's the wild throw to convert as well. Back into the corner with you. Hold that damage. Yes, for game.
Yep, with the knockdown as well. Get that meaty gunflame into the overhead. Didn't fully commit. That was unfortunate. Was maybe expecting a burst, but no way Akai was going to try to be a hero there.
Sometimes I feel like you're just so confident that your opponent's going to block something properly that you're not ready to actually react and punish when they don't.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean there.
It's like, wait, that worked? I didn't realize I was that nasty with it.
Well, the tank starting to get real nasty here, but what a wake up from Akai. Just wake up, jump into buttons.
Set up the timing with the FD there. Tech out into immediate aggression. Give me those iframes, please.
Ooh, nice little tick throw there. Sliding right on in. Gonna take all the way to the corner as well. Charging up a card. But nice wake up throw.
It's about time we saw that card charge up. The way Akai is playing. Ooh, again, guessing wrong on that high-low. Doing such a good job of creating the pressure. We see the tank desperately trying to backdash and reset the neutral and not getting the opportunity. Another counter hit. Speaking of, they go both ways. Pixel on a dream.
Oh, no, too far away, though, to actually get the knockdown there after the DP. That's fine, though. 6P into the air throw on the tech. Nice walk-up 5K! What a call out from the tank.
Should've just held that FD. Should've just held it.
Oh, Akai was trying to go for a throw tech there. Thought that the throw was coming. Thought that it might have been a wild throw or something. So tried to press a button, but just got caught by the quick 5-framer.
That is tough. Get out space, kid. Immediate run forward, of course, from Akai. No surprises there. Finds the opening after a little bit of a boxing game in the neutral, and we just burst out, we reset.
Oh, going for the burst safer out there with the 2P, like what I'm seeing.
Both of them now spent their burst. The rest of this round is going to be extremely costly. Oki set up again with that YRC pressure. Tries to tech out into aggression, but Akai is ready for it. Actually reacts to the forward tech there and absolutely cooking the tank for it.
Yeah, brutal. Gonna take a little bit of your burst as well with that fully charged Blitz Shield. Great decision making there from Akai.
Good to see Blitz Shield making that success.
And I do see a question in the YouTube chat. Yes, this game has plenty of players and also has tournaments pretty much every single day of the week as well online. So pick it up. You can get it for like $2 on Steam sales.
It's so cheap. Like you mentioned as well, has rollback. That netcode's nice.
Oh, nice. DP.
Oh! As well, the read on the burst. Huge for Akai, but somehow the tank gets out, drops the punish. Not a whole lot coming out of that. YRC gonna keep you safe. Pressuring into the corner, going for that cold shoulder, air throw reset, but still finds the kill.
The parry there at the end coming in clutch. We hadn't seen too many parries from Akai in that set, but pulling it out right at the very end where the tank couldn't get used to any kind of timing. That was incredibly well done.
Okay, so we got
hold up.
Leo versus the Slayer. Not quite what we were expecting.
I like this,
All right,
though.
I'm here for it.
Heaven or hell.
The big old unit on Slayer. That's what I love.
That's probably what he calls himself. He feels like a big old unit.
Now, here's the thing, though. This is a pretty decent matchup for Slayer, actually. There's nothing that Leo can really do at round start to beat out 5K from Slayer. I'm curious if the big old unit knows about that. But also, you don't have to hold a lot of the mix-up either because you have backdash cancel, right? So,
yeah, I feel like that's one of those things where you start out just playing super defensive on round starts to see, like, are they going to throw out that 5K? And if they don't, then you start to get to play the mini game. But if they're immediately burning 5K, it's like, okay, you got it, dude. I'll be on the other side of the screen and we'll duke it out that way.
Yeah, the only downside here, though, is like you just saw happen, you can't really do the shenanigans with the left-right teleport mix-ups too comfortably because flash kick is an option there for Cade just to blow out of it.
Pretty respectful neutral, honestly. Neither of them being too aggressive. They're resetting. They're really thinking about it. Okay, back turn stance. Gonna get staggered out, but nothing comes of it. Big ol' unit wasn't in position to get a real punish there.
Oh, but nice. Gets a big juggle off of the 6H into the restand. Oh, didn't get the backdash in time. Does get the backdash cancel into bite.
Okay, we slide into those DMs. As well. What?
The cross-up dead on time, flashing with the DP. Cade getting out of jail scot-free.
All right, then. I was not aware that that's what we were doing here.
DP is pretty good.
That's the kind of thing that, like, your opponent leans over you and goes, calculated.
Yeah, I planned that.
I planned that. The machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Uh-oh.
Weird round start.
Oh my god, but there's the gold burst. And I mean, going for the DP there was actually kind of a clean play because you're getting crossed up, right? So just send it out, and then it ended up being up cross up dead on time.
Okay, now we are in that slightly more scrappy big ol' unit, willing to mash out, but again, has been struggling to get big confirms off of those Abares, off of those reads in the neutral, and I think that has been part of where Cade has been able to walk away with it.
Ooh, blocking the dead angle there too. And Cade is also starting to adjust and use options to cover Slayer dashes. Look at that, the 6K actually connecting, or we saw with the Oki, right? Getting the knockdown going into heavy fireball YRC to make sure that Slayer has to hold the Oki pressure.
Great call out to start out the round and getting so much off of it. Now we're seeing those punishes, mixes up with the high-low. Now playing it again, Cade does not want to deal with it, just DP's out. Confident in that option, but we're in back turn mode, and this has been detrimental to Big Ol' in the past.
Oh no, looks like we missed the 5K there after the double bar slash link. Or double slash link, I should say. But here comes the no restand. Instead, it's going to be a burst. Big ol' unit still sitting on a ton of tension.
See if you can do much with it. Oh!
No, yep. Nope, not able to parry in time. Was caught in the back turn K. That was a beautiful wake up dead on time.
Critical call out there as well. That was really starting to get around away from Big Ol' Unit, who had such a lead at the beginning of the round. Got him into the corner one time and took 3/4 of his health. Now you've got an opportunity to do the same again, but you already know Cade can bring this back.
There it is, flash immediately, doesn't want to deal with it. It's late. Slayer trying to fly in the air with that J2K, again harassing. Oh, just blowing straight through. No! Oh my god.
Oh! That's a bit of a get out of jail free for Cade. Needed an opportunity like that, but the trade is not going to be in your favor. Big Ol' finds the round and gets the game on the board.
Cade trying to just go straight into back turn and mashing on parry, expecting that Big Ol' unit was just going to do dead on time. I liked the idea there from Cade, but the restraint from Big Ol' unit, because I know I would have mashed out dead on time right away.
Oh yeah, we pressing that button. If it works once, it works 1,000 times. Much better start from Cade this time. Finally winning one of those round start interactions, looking pretty poised. It does send him out of the corner, but it's fine because we got cross-ups on that back turn stance. Set up the fireball, Oki as well. Goes for the double overhead, but Big Ol' swinging out.
Iron Condor coming through, $10 into the match arena. Appreciate the support to the players. Here comes the heavy fireball. Nice dash through immediately into the 2K.
This time Big Ol' was ready for that cross-up. Critical adaptation. Ooh, get me out of here. Goes to the pile bunker, gets punished for it. Oh, really gets punished for it. That's going to keep you alive there, but so much pressure in the corner, and eventually you had to press something, and it was not meant to be.
Yeah, too scary of a situation to go for the burst there. One hit away from death. Might as well just save it for the next round, but it's set point here for Cade.
Swing and a miss. Hit there. Speaking of a counter hit, now it's my turn. Trading back and forth with these early combos. But who's going to be the first to get that corner pressure? He presses the button again. And once again, finds purchase. Asked who was going to be in the corner first. The answer is Cade. Big ol' taking full advantage.
Not going for the knockdown there either. I like that. You already have the corner positioning, and you know that flash kick is just an option. Uh-oh, but now getting into the corner yourself. Oh, trying to go for the J2K, but got tossed.
Oh, no. The timing with that FD as well, just a little bit tricky, so good stuff from Cade to be able to find the opening. What was that? No.
That was a hard call out. I don't know if Cade was expecting a dandy step, expecting a Mappa Hunt or something, but just ended up sending it to the heavens, and now it is final game, final round.
That is so tough. Big ol' would have had to run straight in to get hit by that DP, but it is far from over yet, spending as many resources as life will give you and immediately getting enough tension back to threaten that YRC. Now you have to threaten the overdrive as well, and there we go. Double YRC trying to reset the neutral, and it looks like it's going to be Big ol' who comes out on top.
Oh, tried to dash through the heavy fireball, but ended up getting caught. And Cade is going to take it with the 2-1 victory. Get entered into it automatically if you end up with that score. So make sure just to join in on any of the tournaments that we have and have a great time.
All right, let's get right into this. ElvenShadow versus Akai. Faust versus Jam. Immediately pulling the bombs. Of course, you're going to jump over it, and I'm there with the throw. Now you're at full screen. I'm there with the scalpel throw.
Oh, yeah, Mini Faust coming through as well. Locking down Akai as we take a trip on the birthday train here. Straight to the black hole.
Bro, you thought I had pushback? Not today.
Oh, good counter hit on the 6H. Gonna get the poison.
He just knows. He just knows. Finally, Akai getting something started. And this is where you really have to take it to the bank every single time.
Gotta watch out. Approach is gonna be difficult here with Mini Faust on the screen, so just jumps over. But look at that, ElvenShadow staying on top of his son.
Mini Faust still coming in as well. Like, ooh, a black hole. I always wanted to study those. Oh, I didn't even see the meteor come out.
I didn't either. I was busy watching what was going on with the black hole. I didn't even realize the meteors came out.
I don't think Akai saw it either. That is tough. So much to follow.
Immediate burst. Sending out the love bomb. 100-ton weight.
You ever think about how strong Faust has to be to hold that?
Bro, he's got Looney Tunes strength.
He does.
You know, that cartoon strength. Uh-oh.
Okay, does punish the hammer. Good timing there from Akai to get past that. Found your opening. First on Elven's side, not on Akai's side. That's something that could be a factor here, especially as we're going into these dying moments. Emphasis on the dying because it is ElvenShadow who takes game number 1 handily.
You're low-key kind of lucky you just died there because you were about to get stunned from that golden hammer. It would have been much more embarrassing.
Willy Wonka going, why didn't I try that?
Heaven or hell. Duel.
Here we go, jumping straight into game number 2. ElvenShadow looking like they are in full control at the moment. Akai's got to break through this defense.
Triple, okay. Triple hammers? Triple hammer into double scalpel pull. This is the most, like, week 1 gameplay I've ever seen.
Man, the conversions here from ElvenShadow are insane as well, but Akai finally getting a big hit in the corner. Nice, there's the dead angle. Didn't want to deal with shenanigans off of that 2H.
Ooh, ElvenShadow tried to swing out, gets counter hit. He thought the compressor string was over. Not quite. Air Tech gonna get called as well. ElvenShadow, for the first time, really on the back foot, locked down the corner.
Oh, yep, it catches that counter hit there with the 5K into the 6H.
Duel. Keep on rocking.
Okay, needs to jump in from ElvenShadow, makes it work into the pogo stick to confirm. No punish from the hammer, however, puts Akai in a really awkward spot there. Not sure what the timing should be. Gets called out for it. I saw Mini Faust falling for a second there. I think he might be gone already.
Oh, and a perfect though for ElvenShadow. 7 golden letters.
Bro was not happy about that last one.
No, not at all. But now he's sitting at set point here. This is a top 8 qualifying match as well. There's the burst immediately.
I love the mix-ups as well from Elven's round starts. That time he went for the dive kick. Every time it's just something a little bit different. Air stall as well, a package for you. And now Akai on the back foot, potentially for the last time. You have to fight your way through this corner press. Counter hit.
Card charge, yeah, blowing up the Wake Up 5D as well. Very nice. That Wake Up 5D does have a tiny bit of invincibility on it.
That's been the bread and butter. Those counter hits in the corner. ElvenShadow wants to swing, always getting punished for it. There's the meteors. We saw him for sure this time, but we are far out of the way. My man knocking on the door, but Akai keeping it closed down.
And able to get this throw as well. Tried to bait out the burst to no avail. Unfortunate. And lands immediately into a 2K.
100 tons.
Brutal.
Down to the wire here. PRC timing mix-up. And that is going to potentially be what it takes to put you on the board. If you can close it out here, it's going to be close.
Didn't have the right routing for it. It's picked up. Oh! It's going to be Faust. ElvenShadow takes it. Moving on to top 8 winners.
I don't know the white boys. The white boys in blue and white at that.
In the jorts.
Yeah, in the jorts. Ooh.
Bro, bring back the jorts, though. Like, Axel was ahead of the curve, right?
Look, if you've got quads like that.
Bro, the 5-inch inseam? Everyone's rocking those now, and Axel was doing it 10 years ago.
All right, it's thighs out Saturdays out here. Early lead from Lazy, but answered that okay. Melissa playing pretty safe there, trying to bait something out, possibly hoping for a GG.
Oh, that backdash in the air, catching the tech afterwards too. Beautiful stuff there from Lazy.
Turn up the heat.
Good comeback in that first round. It was pretty back and forth. I guess had the initial opening, but then Sin was he has a lot of big buttons in the neutral, but we just saw a great example of the challenge of having big buttons against slightly bigger buttons. You try to space for them, and you're just out of range.
Exactly, yeah, and Lazy is doing a fantastic job staying at that optimal range too. Nice throw! That was a crazy play from Melissa, just jumping, empty jump in straight into the blitz shield.
Melissa jumping over the low, that's an opportunity. Not getting caught out there either. And we're seeing a little bit of the challenge that Lazy is going to have, which is that Axel's damage output is not the best. Like, you can see the extension here. It doesn't do crazy damage, not even able to kill with the guts there. However, keeps winning the neutral, and the trade's going to be in his favor.
Axel's so sick in this game, honestly. I kind of want to learn him. But we just had that conversation. I play him in Strive, so it would mess me up too much.
We'll power through. It's worth the sacrifice.
Let's rock.
Ooh, trying to be patient there at round start. Ends up finally getting hit by the low. There's the aggressive burst from Melissa.
I like it.
Knocked back.
Ooh, get rejected, Scrub. Back in the corner with you. That just block as well. Of course, the problem with the just block is you've got to watch that risk gauge. Starting to fill up a little bit there. Just like that, we're back to the neutral. It's all gone. We're all good.
And Lazy just staying at the tip of Renson range, too, to constantly harass Melissa here. Into the 2D with the super. Look at this. Oh, my God. Axel's so sick.
You got cooked. Those aggressive bursts got nothing on me. Okay, counter hit round start. That is something that will be pretty strong for Sin. You are within range of those pokes at round start. Axel can't quite get away. Watching the toes. Going for the 2B here. Counter hits as well. Lazy trying to swing out. Gets red on the burst as well. Okay, now Melissa is in the pocket.
Yeah, you can tell Melissa's starting to feel a lot more confident. Sending out the fireball.
Ooh, she's looking good. Counter hit once again. Maximizing the damage output, and there you go.
The follow-up there with the beak driver. Put some holes in a Melissa with a dominating round. That's what we need to see more of. Gonna get hit by the anti-air 2S right off the bat, though.
Just like that, there goes a third of your health off the bat, as you said. And that time around, the anti-air does work out. We've seen a couple situations where Lazy has tried to make that happen, and Melissa has punished for it. gets the read, gets the punish, extends the punish, and oh my goodness, the pressure vortex.
Yeah.
The classics for a reason. Let's get into this round number 1.
Heaven or hell. Duel.
Chat asking when we're going to see some low tiers. You got them both right here.
Okay, let's calm down.
Bottom 2, right?
Yes. You know what? You're right. I just asked the player base, right?
I know, Johnny needs more buffs, okay? But there we go. Gets the knockdown. Ooh, we got the Christmas colors on too for Teddy. I like it, in the festive mood.
Millia Rage definitely wanting a car for Christmas with the way this pressure's looking. Ooh. I love the fake out there as well. Why not getting called out? Back to the corner. Get that hairpin.
Oh, nice backdash though, but because of the slowdowns, Zwei had to hold on to the second bar slash. Now trying to be a bit more aggressive, but there's the burst to shut that down.
Beautiful cross up and extension with the hairpin as well. Setting up the Oki. Great throw from Zwei not to reverse the situation.
Oh, but the immediate wake up throw, set up the disc. Gonna get that empty mix immediately into Winger, and it's enough to crush the guts.
Okay, round 1 going to TeddyTreebark, but you had to win so many neutral interactions to make that happen. Of course, a lot of those neutral interactions very skewed in your favor as a Millia player, but doing a good job of picking up that hairpin to keep that pressure option on the mental stack. Way not really able to, I guess, shut down the poke game effectively.
Well, that is a lot of risk that was built up. Look at the life bar here. Gonna hit the vape immediately into the unblockable. Baka's side so strong at closing out rounds.
Good round start from Zwei. Starting to look a little bit more alive here. Set up the bad moon. Just keep the pressure on. Go high, go low. Once again, finding ways to pick up that hairpin mid-pressure sequence. So poised with the positioning and the timing. That time around, the fate does not work. Why not? It's your turn.
Oh, trying to swing big with that 5H. This can be one of the downsides in this matchup, is just trying to catch Millia at certain angles, right? Obviously, Johnny does have buttons to cover those angles, but when Johnny whiffs, he whiffs hard, and Millia is quick at punishing that.
It's not over yet.
This YRC is so potent. There's the cross-up. Just block is going to save you, but for a moment. And Zwei not once again finds the opening.
And Zwei is that kind of player who can have a little bit of a slow start as he tries to figure out how you're going to approach the matchup, right? And then immediately in the next round, in the next game, he explodes forward, which is exactly what we saw there in game number 1.
I feel like against Millia, something like that is going to be a bit accentuated because she has so many mix-ups that you have to sort of get a feel for what the mix-up tree of this specific opponent looks like.
I agree. That is a great point.
Ooh. Teddy trying to find that bait has not been successful after that first instance in the first round. Why not adapting masterfully, going for the anti-air there, and ends up just having to block, go back into the neutral, but that has been a place where Why Not has been very comfortable.
There's the throw. TeddyTreebark getting another opportunity. Gonna be able to get the knockdown here. Straight into the secret guard, but there's the burst. Why didn't want any of that?
Can you get off of this RRC? We're going to get a reset here. The YRC to get out of it, spending the meter to avoid that situation. Triple YRCs on deck. We love that move.
Love the command roll that we saw, too, off of the empty flip there, right? Just trying to get out of range of that 5K once Zwei landed. Zwei still able to take the round, though.
Ooh, we went low that time. Zwei was not ready for it. Secret Garden coming out, finally getting an opportunity to really utilize the strength of that move, and eventually Zwei did guess wrong on the high-low. A little bit of blitz for your trouble.
Oh, there's the burst. Oh, nice, the 5D.
that pin has been so good for Teddy. You can see why he's spending so much time focusing on making sure he picks it back up. But another of that same situation you were talking about it, where Zwei will just get one hit late into the round and take it all the way.
Yep, and able to guarantee the victory there. The unblockable setup as NYC Playboy comes through with the...
bdonp? Am I saying that
bdonp.
properly?
Okay. I was going to let you say it, 'cause I already messed up the name
I noticed
once
that. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm going to bite the bullet. If anybody in chat can correct me if it's not bdonp. But we are seeing the Raven, one of the XRD exclusives out here. Maybe a character that some people in chat aren't super familiar with. Just watch out for the loads. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Made his first appearance in Guilty Gear 2 Overture. And first playable appearance in XRD as a 2D-based fighting game character.
Immediately abridge, leaning on that glide more than leaning on the 2H, but I'm sure, there we go. There's the 2H that we were talking about. That move is a combo starter into Oki. It's disgusting. You're going to see it a lot.
Oh, nice jump out there on the command grab attempt. But abridge trying to stick to bdonp like white on rice here, but instead gets set into the corner.
My man's not very excited yet. That excite gauge is super low despite how late we are into the round. Going to be difficult to come back, and sure enough, bdonp taking that first.
Yeah, it's a really interesting matchup too, right? Because Raven does have a lot of strong built-in tools with that glide to be able to prevent Slayer from backdashing on Oki scenarios, right? If you try to go for low too often, Slayer will probably be able to dash out of it.
And speaking of Oki scenarios, of course, Raven is very good at looping those, creating so much pressure. So it's good to be a character like Slayer that at least has some options to deal with that.
Yeah, we are at max excitement as well here for abridge. Also sitting at a ton of tension. If we can just get that max excitement super, it might actually be enough to kill, but it's not going to happen. Big drop, though. Big drop by bdonp.
Yeah, chat is asking what's going on with that icon above the tension gauge. That is the excitement meter. The way it works, there's 3 levels to it, which you can see like visually when it's pumping up and all over the place. That's when it's maxed out. If it's just looking bored, that means it's at the minimum. But there's also 10 ticks to it that are a little bit hidden from you. For every tick of excitement that you get, it's an extra 3% damage, up to 30% max, and then as you go through the different levels, it buffs the orb, it buffs the scratch, it buffs the command grab to be a combo tool. So very important for Raven's relatively low damage output to build that early.
Yes. You can build it in multiple ways by either hitting special moves like the double scratch you just saw there, or by going into your excitement stance, which gives you infinite hyper armor, which is fantastic for doing things like standing in that, taking hits, and immediately canceling them into super.
It's an interesting move, that is for sure.
Now sitting at 100 tension, trying to dive on in, but a great escape there from bdonp. Gonna get a ton of damage off of this one. Yep, just goes for the slide to get the knockdown. Oh! The fight to beat out the super! That's what I'm talking about! Into the stun, reset with the pile bunker, and bdonp sitting at set point.
All right, bdonp dealing with those really nasty options from Raven that we were just talking about masterfully, because on the one hand, you have all these ideas. You have a glide with a hitbox. You have that stance. You have these crazy counter options. And on the other side of things, you just got big damage.
Oh, nice though. Land immediately into the throw. You also see Raven teleport there too. When he dashes forward after a certain amount of time, he does a short teleport, kind of similar to Slayer's. He's invincible during that. And there's the command grab. Gonna get the combo off of it thanks to the excitement level.
Here you go. Set up those orbs on top. And the fly doing just a little bit of poke damage. Ooh, goes for the needle. But bdonp gets past it, however. Doesn't last for long. Yeah, we haven't even talked about like the YRC needle approaches.
Oh yeah, needle's so good. Projectile that Raven has that does slow down opponents on hit. But the wake up gold burst, this is scary. It's about to get dandy in here. Ooh.
Goes for some excitement stance, mix-ups there. bdonp just punching through it. Bro does not care what kind of skullduggery you've got in your back pocket. He is more than happy to double pile bunker you. Make that, ooh baby, a triple. As we are back
Abridge was actually so lucky that they got burst back in time because that was a kill combo. But there it is, JK into 5K, the clean 90-degree angle.
I have to work so much harder.
We're gonna get two gorillas going at it right here.
Yeah.
Leo versus Soul. As Raph comes in with the gifted sub. Thank you so much, Raph.
So we are going to be all about the aggression, all about the hair in this round. And immediately, that's exactly what we're seeing. They're just taking turns mashing on each other's buttons.
And now you actually have to hold this restand here, too. That backdash there, possibly try and bait out the DP. But Cade looking in full control. It's not over yet.
Indeed. Trying to mix up the timing with that jump, not able to find it. Tank turning it around, but at such a deficit in this first round, you know Cade gets to just kind of play it a little bit safer, but the problem with playing it safe, it does give Tank tempo. Ooh, that's not so safe.
Oh, but an unfortunate drop there. Could have been a much bigger punish for the Tank. Ends up losing the round off of that one.
All right. Cade had some ideas there, was able to execute in the first part of the round, but if you're the Tank, I'm not going to feel too bad about that because most of it was off of like just that initial advantage that Cade was able to get. Does force out the burst though. That's tough to tank.
Dash on in. Oh, nice, able to land in time. Again, mixed up, and the burst super for the full combo. Beautiful work there from Cade.
Knew exactly what his win condition was. So smart there from Cade to find that opening, recognizing the resources that were on the table. And you don't have to save those resources for the next round as long as you close it out here.
So let's see how this is going to turn out. The Tank really needs to figure out a way to start controlling Cade. Lock this lion in a cage.
Nice catch on the low there. And the stall in the air. Those are the kinds of things that you start to pull out later on in the set, making it very difficult for the Tank to get that pressure sequence started. But as soon as I mention it, does manage to find it anyway. But man, are we back and forth. Dash back,
nice.
Gets quiet.
That big axe kick into the restand. Oh, just wants the full confirm. Mashing. Yes, just crushing the guts there. Fantastic grind from Cade. That is one thing that has been impressing me so much about Cade every time we get to see them on screen has just been their routing.
I don't know if Cade wanted that cross-up or not. It kind of worked out because no one was able to find anything out of it. Okay, Tank does find the opening, finds the wild throw on top, and yeah, just going back into the corner. I want to reset this over.
So much damage.
And the instant YRC setup.
Oh man, the Tank just has some of these key drops on big moments, right? Getting that low 2K, could have gotten so much more out of it.
Got away with it there, though. Combos off the DP as well. But again, you cornered yourself, and that's going to be really tough as Cade tries to take advantage. Resources are being spent. We see that blitz coming out. It doesn't matter. Cade still has that slight advantage. The Tank has the opening.
Oh, betrayed. Yeah, just air dashing to get out of there. Smart move from the Tank. But now has to pull this mix.
Oh! Tried to force their way through with the charged blitz.
To no avail, unfortunately.
Speaking of ElvenShadow, like Frosty Fausting coming up, maybe this is that spending money for popcorn. Who knows?
Yeah, and this is an interesting matchup too, right? Because Faust is very unique in the way that he does really good buttons for spacing. I guess not unique, but he has some of the best spacing buttons in the entire game. One of the best characters in the game. Axel could just shut down these item tosses and hit him from any angle, pretty much anywhere on the screen.
Yes, it changes Faust into sort of like the pseudo rushdown of the matchup, right? When you've got two characters that are trying to force the other to approach, inevitably one is going to be a little bit better at it. So we'll have to see how ElvenShadow does this. One way, of course, he can do it is with some nice, good old-fashioned RNG. Ooh, did we just get another one?
I think
Two
so.
for two?
Yeah, double meteors. Wow. The RNG gods are on ElvenShadow's side tonight. Gets the bomb into the empty jump below.
The Elven special. And I remember when we were at Frosty, he was on stream for Plus R. He pulled like 5 meteors in a row. That's how you know he's a true Faust player. Bro's gifted.
Absolutely. Just trying to avoid the jump pad.
Ooh.
Wait, what hit the jump pad?
I don't know. It's really weird.
I think it was an item. It's just gone forever.
Speaking of the items, moving against Elven here as his own black hole sucks him into Lazy's pressure string. But it's fine. We recover back into the neutral, forcing out the burst. Elven still got his. Will he pull the trigger? No, he's just tanking.
And that actual bomber immediately into the Renson. Lazy always laser focused at staying at just at the tip of Renson range. Missed the Axle Bomber though. Tragic.
Lazy doing a good job of dealing with all these projectiles, the strong RNG on Elven's side. This has been a long round, by the way.
Oh, wow. Able to come out from up top with the door. Comboing off a mini Faust. ElvenShadow getting game number 1.
Yeah, great stuff to ElvenShadow being able to find that opening, but there is more games to be played. Lazy had some great answers, especially in that second round. I feel like it was just the war of attrition that really favored Elven going through that, as once again, we get the high-low mix. It's the JD timing as well there, just making it difficult for Lazy to keep up. We are spacing.
Man, yeah, those meteors take ages to come out, but there we go. Grounded DP, pushing all the way back out. Lazy already almost dead.
So, we talked about the expectation for Elven to be the one who's approaching here due to exactly what you mentioned, where Axel is very good at stopping those item tosses. But we're seeing kind of a different answer from Elven, which is get the screen space that allows you to back up so far that Lazy's buttons can't hit you while you pull items, and then you try to use those to neutral skills.
Yeah, or force Lazy to try and run in, right? And then trying to jump scare with things like that, the scaffold pull.
Ooh, there's the mini Faust. Watch out. There you go. He gets in, pulls another mini Faust. We got the whole army here.
I don't know what's going on today, but the fact that Elven's been just getting like back-to-back of the same item, and good items, mind you, is kind of scary.
Yeah. Using that springboard, using it well to keep the pressure up. Ooh, the propane tank.
Yeah, propane tank, by the way, which does absolutely nothing except make the opponent have a squeaky voice.
Oh, I guess it's the helium tank, isn't it? It always looks like propane to me, but honestly, it's the mental damage.
Oh, and the unblockable there from Elven with the 2-0 over.
Not account for everything. They just give you an incredible toolkit. Speaking of incredible toolkits, we got Johnny the low tier on the screen up against Ram.
I'm glad we skipped that intro.
Johnny doesn't deserve it.
Over here we go. Pressure already here from Solstice. Just the immediate empty jump into throw from Zwei. Best grappler in the game here, Johnny.
Ooh. I feel like if you look for the best grappler in the game, 90% of the time it's just who's the best character, it's their throw.
Yes. I mean, Johnny's got a lot of other great stuff going on too, but the throw is definitely spicy.
We love hybrid grapplers. However, Solstice has some good answers, going for the backdash to try to get away from that aerial pressure. However, why not? Got the spaces just right. Got in anyway. A barre out. It is still my turn. Hold this block pressure. We are back and forth.
Oh, nice jump out, but actually lands on the sword and is forced to block. And Solstice is so good with this character. Great kill of the sword, though. And able to escape from the corner from Zwei.
The sword looks so cool on this skin as well. I just love the color.
This is her stage, too.
Ooh, she got the home field advantage. It's not fair for John. He already suffers enough.
Not fair for Japan either, you know, so it's just a crater in the ocean.
That is tough. So what happened to your country in the story? I don't want to talk about it.
All right, the JS. Ooh, that YRC able to just narrowly evade the coin and then gets the overhead slam.
That was the deepest of cross-ups as well. I feel like by the time that button came out, Zwei was just not even expecting it to be pressed, expecting the landing and the reset of the neutral, which is why it works so well. Solstice getting on the board with some excellent mix-ups there. Some more mix-ups, looked a little bit fuzzy on the potential cross-up, and now we are boxing in the air.
Yeah, Ram is a very heavy setup character, so this is exactly where Zwei wants to be, right? Just constantly peppering Solstice with normal after normal, gets the counter hit with the sweet chin music.
We have both of those swords online, a luxury that we didn't have for a lot of the previous round. Let's see what we can do with it. Immediately trying to space out. There goes one. Counter hit.
Yeah, went for the burst safe route, just uses the knockdown, set up more swords.
Oh. And these counter hits. So many counter hits tonight. Everybody is just swinging. They are hungry.
Oh, nice.
It's so deep.
Slide on in, and this is dangerous. Yep, overhead gonna connect, and that's gonna be the round in game number 1 here for Solstice.
GG to Solstice on that first game. Those deep cross-ups out of the corner, 2 for 2. Making it so hard for Why Not to keep the pressure going because you have so much to think about, so much reversal potential. And like you said, the setups that come after from Ram, the import of every one of those neutral interactions, so high.
Now it's time to take a ride on the birthday train here. Can Solstice ride that birthday train to a match against ElvenShadow?
Yeah, that's tough. Your reward, the progenitor himself.
Nice, dash up on the 6B, gonna go into full air routing for that knockdown. Still had time to set up the swords, but a beautiful blitz shield into the dash under.
Great timing there. I 100% got hit by that approach from Solstice. Was not expecting the high mix-up there. However, that is why Why Not is in this position in the top 8, but you have to do it again. You have to get out of the corner. The Raffle Copter closing it out. I don't care if you're trying to block. I'm going to win anyway.
Oh, nice with the throw.
Good start from Why Not. Point as well. Max damage here. Max damage.
Oh, this YRC. Wonder if we did the YRC just a little too early because we didn't actually get the Zweihander out of it, but sets up the Bakasai. Nice dead angle. That's how you get out of that situation.
There's the punish on the cross-up. That's something that Zwei has not been finding up until now. Closing it out as well. The capital J on that round. Starting to come alive, starting to find answers. But the question will be, is it too little too late? Can you turn it around? Do you have the momentum?
Oh, we're seeing the J's in the chat.
Power up. Lend Zwei your energy, America. Solstice trying to close it out here.
The wall splat, just gonna go for this 5D forward.
The pressure string, monumental from Solstice. Why Not doing a better job of finding the gaps to get out? But again, just the chip damage has been the name of the game for Solstice. Those blocks have been getting punished because the FD has not been pretty heavy on Zwei's toolkit.
That's right. Zwei has not been doing it a whole lot, trying to save that meter for pressure like that with this YRC. Unable to open up Solstice, though. And here comes the Gamma Ray.
Okay, we get out, just force the burst. But that means that is gone for the rest of the game. You have to win this fair and honest. Zwei fighting into the corner, spacing out with the neutral. Solstice backing up over and over, finally converting, committing to the approach, and closing it out. It was a fight at the end, but Solstice won. Into those communities, but it's time. Let's jump into loser's side, top 8. It's Cade versus bdonp. The Leo back on the screen versus the Slayer. How you feel about this one?
I like this matchup as a Slayer player. I think it is a lot of fun, but we'll see how bdonp is going to play it out here. Currently getting hit right off the bat.
Oh, instant burst, but the burst gets baited out. Worst case scenario for bdonp here. Gonna have to fight back for your life.
Just want to also let everyone know, too, that if you're interested in any of the products that we're talking about tonight, go ahead and hover over the stream overlay and click on Learn More to view all products if you want to check them out. Great sales going on. And right now, bdonp kind of selling in the corner.
Yeah, that's a buy one, get one free on Tournament Life right there. And that's going to be the first round for Cade. Had that early advantage and managed to extend it. But bdonp was fighting back. Don't count him out.
Okay. Nice with the DP. Yeah, going for the DP in that scenario, pretty smart right after a bite. Oh, I thought it was going to be another DP there. I'm pretty sure bdonp thought it as well. Held down back.
Oh, cross up with the YRC into the low. But Cade not having anything of it, just jumps away. DPing out of the corner on the back foot, but trying to step forward right now as you get counter pile bunkered for your trouble. So many setups, but none of them finding purchase for Cade.
Oh, nice 6H again, just trying to catch Cade jumping out. Oh, the 2K sticking out the heels.
Went for that 2K setup earlier and wasn't able to find it because Cade was just jumping out, but willing to commit to the same thing another time. The stagger definitely in bdomp's favor there, but just uses the time to reset the neutral. No big advantage on either side. YRC gonna make that safe to punish the DP, and now we got the reversal of fortune.
Into another restand, but we're just gonna dash out of it. No! The timing on backdashing that restand can be pretty finicky, so that's why you're seeing some Slayer players mess it up, and bdonp not being super consistent with it here.
Oh! Ooh, FD break there. Just mixing up the timing, I think. I like it.
Yeah, great 6H as well, actually catching that ID backdash there from bdonp. Cade gonna get game number 1. The biggest enemy of dandyism.
Yeah. You got, who would win, one dandy man or someone facing the other direction?
Like, you know, I think that Leo's a little dandy, to be honest.
He
He's got a
definitely
bit of that
dresses
dandy
for
spirit.
Like, bro would 100% be allowed into the function in that outfit.
Oh, for sure. Oh, but nice forward dash. Oh, no!
Oh, the blitz.
Yeah, really unfortunate. That's the problem is once blitz starts charging, you can't swing with a low. So blitz or neutral blitz is susceptible to lows, but not after it gets past a certain point of the charge.
Yes, and that is such a threat because you've got your canned responses. You have to fight your muscle memory when you see that. And sometimes it's so easy to preemptively just react without really thinking about it because the game is so fast.
Ooh, that
Double
late air
overhead.
dash.
That
So
was
much
nice.
damage, too.
Now we're in back turn mode, going for the pile bunkers, trying to find a way around this heightened movement from Leo, but no dice, has to use the burst just to get out of that scary situation. Burst right back. However, you're still stuck in the corner, and another DP gonna get punished from Cade.
The knockdown. Into the pickup. Great routing here. Gonna go for the OTG into undertow, but gets the YRC in time to block the super. Beautiful stuff there from bdonp. Dead on time to secure the round.
What an answer from bdonp. Cade has been pressing buttons, and bdonp is really starting to take advantage. We talked about the DPs, but the supers are another place that is the case. Has to be really careful, has to adjust that risk reward. Maybe we'll see some more wake up throws coming out, who knows? Jump, mix them up. Great conversion off of a kind of an awkward combo starter there. Counter hit though, back in bdomp's favor, and the one with the burst right now.
Okay. Into the restand. Nice, just blocking out and going for the dead angle.
Great meter awareness. The moment He hit 50 tension on that knockdown, immediately used it, but it doesn't matter because Cade has
Too obvious with your pressure, you're gonna get stopped in your tracks.
I'm glad that you brought up the parry. I am very curious how Akai is going to utilize that parry in this match, because if you recall, the first time around when Akai was on stream, did not really use that option until the very end, and then was able to let it rip at a critical moment and closed out the set. Will we see more of the same, or will it be more of a staple?
Right off the bat, you actually did see Akai go for the parry a couple of times there once they got Millia into the other corner. But now, just keeping the pressure on. So I think parry is definitely going to be much more of a factor in this matchup.
Sin getting a little bit hungry, refilling that meter in due time, still finds the black beat combo. That's a little bit tough for Akai, who was on the front foot for so long, but messed up one opportunity, one chance to tech out, and paid dearly for it.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate Roman cancel as well. Akai was expecting that second hit to actually launch Millia a little higher so they continued the combo, but just didn't end up happening. There's the parry into a big pickup. Should be able to get the kill off of this. No!
Oh! What a decision to use the resources there, but unfortunately, it was all for naught. That is a tough round loss for Millia, all the way down a third of the burst gauge. Gonna have to fight tooth and nail just to get that opportunity back.
Yeah, it was so greedy from Millia, but like, I understand. You only needed to find a single touch, right? Oh, there it is. Beat driver immediately. Charging it up, and you see the reason why we're charging it more often here is because we're trying to throw off the parry timings from Akai, fishing to get the counter hit.
Double catch on those lows as well for Millia. Just running in, catching Akai on the toes, trying to walk backwards, and both times taking it into a full combo conversion, running that health meter all the way down, making it brutally difficult for Akai to make any headway on that round.
Oh, catching the backdash there. So difficult to backdash this character, right? Because she is just going to run up and do kind of 5k meaty in order to keep you locked down and then just immediately cancel straight into another button.
Oh no!
The double bait there was so diabolical. Backdashing the 6H to bait out the DP and then the dash through the bait out the burst.
Bro knew. Akai just knew. In your head. What a statement of a way to try to close out this game number one, but still has not closed it out. Millia has her chance, has the pressure started, has the resources, the meter to do this, but the DP gonna break up the pressure. The red RC, air tech gonna put you in an awkward spot, but the reversal from Millia takes it. And Akai, after the greatest bait of all time, just was not a closer this time around.
I mean, great routing there from Millia as well to convert off of that stray hit and make sure it killed. And now Millia meant it up one here in this loser side set. One game away from sending Akai packing.
That was such a deep breath kind of round. I think that's probably why they didn't ready up right away. Akai needed to slow down, think about what happened. Yeah, I had the win condition. I dropped it. It is what it is. I can find the win condition again.
Getting that pick up there. Nice. Gets the burst out as well. Bits of a hero burst here for Millia. But I understand bursting at this point. At least you're going to get a chance here to bring this back, and you're definitely going to get burst back in the next round if you end up losing.
Yeah, I think that's the key factor right there. Using the hero burst early-ish gives you more opportunities to burst overall, so it adjusts the risk-reward a little bit. Doesn't end up working out as Akai does take the round anyway. That's a little bit 0 for 2 on those hero bursts. However, already almost back. On the other side of things, Akai has been very happy to use that burst early and often. Still has it this time around because they didn't need it in the first round. Meanwhile, Millia has already burned 2, but with the resource utilization not lining up with the round state because Akai is just running the game right now.
I unfortunately just don't think that Melissa has had a burst that has been in their favor so far in this set. Even in the game that they won, their burst was just getting baited out constantly. Or it just didn't end up really helping them in any way, right? With that hero burst at the end of the very first round and straight into loss.
Yeah, that was just a tough game. Akai absolutely showing not dissuaded after the way that first game went. Melissa with the opener, okay. And reading the burst, we talked about this. Akai loves the early burst, and Melissa remembered that. Baiting it out masterfully there. Neither of these players really getting an opportunity to use that incredibly powerful mechanic. Man, this is
clean
so
round.
Forth.
I know, it just seems like the momentum keeps swinging. But can Melissa lock it finally into her favor here? Burst is going to get baited once again.
This mechanic's not real.
DP once again getting baited into the 6H.
This is not real. They're both in each other's heads. They've swapped consciousness. This is that Jimmy Neutron episode where they become each other.
One of them's going to have to close it out. Did you press 2K? You did.
Yep, gets away with it.
And that should be the round here, because you are going to be able to RC into a pickup with the Guts Crush. No, drop it!
Okay, opportunity for Melissa. Wait a minute. Did manage to Abari out the dash back, gonna put you in an awkward spot. Spending resources, everything you got. Now is the time to
Oh, still in the invincibility, so the 2P whiff. I was kind of shocked that we didn't see Melissa just throw out the Fireball Super, sitting on nearly 100 tension.
Yeah, we saw Melissa willing to use the Blitz, but the supers, to your point, have been more tightly guarded than things like the Burst.
Oh, backwards hitting 6P of the gods into the air. Super just needs to close this out, but it is going to be attacked.
This is not a real set. This is the most ridiculous, like...
RTL!
There we go.
Oh, just the R. Central Fiction and Guilty Gear XRD.
100%. It all starts and ends here. As we get into this next set, we got Lazy versus Cade. Cade trying to money launder that $10 back into their own pocket. Let's see if they're successful. Meanwhile, Lazy on the other side of things, trying to get that early lead.
Nice, just harassing. Again, this is actually an interesting matchup. Axel doesn't have a lot of winning matchups, but I think someone's going to come around and say, no, that's not true. I think Axel does pretty decent in this matchup, right? Leo does struggle against zoners, and Axel is the zoner of Guilty Gear.
Well, it'll depend on who you're asking. If you ask the Axel players, losing matchup. If you ask the Leo players, winning matchup.
You're right, you're right. So far, Lazy with a slight life lead, able to secure the throw into the 6K confirm.
It's a good start, showing exactly what you're talking about. Cade is having trouble getting her footing, right? You can't play that dash forward, dash back, back turn stance game if Lazy can poke you out from full screen, and that's exactly what we're seeing.
Yeah, and Renson RC, which you just saw to close out the round, is such a potent tool as well, just to catch you off guard.
100%.
Plus the DP. That's right, Axel's got a DP in this game and a parry. We haven't seen the parry at all tonight, though. It's not that great.
Hey, he needs it. He needs it.
I mean, it's nice to have, for sure. Interesting burst there. Cade just wanted to stay aggressive.
Scary situation there. So many different buttons being pressed at the same time. And you have to wonder, how is that Renson going to interact? Of course, both of these players storied. There's a reason they've gotten this far. They are familiar with the matchup. But still, sometimes those things can catch you a bit off guard, as it is Lazy who takes the first game, flexing those calf muscles.
Bro never skips a leg day. Ever.
I feel like bro like doubles up on leg day. Like, we're gonna skip arm day actually because we need more legs.
Low-key, Yasian got calves like Axel, let me tell you.
Oh yeah, true. I've seen him. The Yasian
strong
calves go
legs,
crazy.
man.
Built like boom.
All right, there's the backdash, able to block the close slash.
We'll dash up FD, trying to get Cade to press a button, but she is patient as ever, as she has to be. This is a bit of a health as a resource matchup for her, trying to dash up FD, find any sort of openings against these Rensons. Just the pressure is so consistent from WyzeGye.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you can get that one knockdown and then bait out DP, you pretty much win the round, right? As Leo. So just trying to do that here, but there's the dead angle. So many defensive tools in XRD. Help just get your opponent off you.
And that's the decision making, right? If you're Cade, you're hoping that DP will come out instead, using the resources on the dead angle. WyzeGye has those options, has to be very careful about rotating them. Counter hit is a good start from Cade. Can she get her Vortex started? Another counter hit. Guess it's wrong on the block because she goes low. Now you're in the back turn Vortex. Now it is Cade's time to shine.
Oh no, but the tech out, and now Cade is locked into the corner. Clouds obscuring that sunshine here, it looks like.
Ooh, back to full screen though. All of that pressure, and for what? As Cade has to fight back in all the way from the other side of the stage. WyzeGye taking advantage of the stage positioning as well. Plenty of backdashes to be had.
Oh, trying to go for the 2P there. Possibly a mispress. It's definitely 1 and 2S.
Ooh. Wait a minute, this should do it.
Not quite enough. Oh, and immediately into a blitz shield. Goes into the Sparrow stance.
Oh no, not like this. But you're stuck in FD land. And yeah, sure enough, tries to extend, tries to make something happen, because you're looking at that tension gauge and going, I've only got so much of this to work with. I'm running out of time. Good stuff to Cade for finding her win.
Backdash is going to get called. Just DPs. I don't think the DP has been blocked a single time.
No. We love DP.
There it is again. Immediately into the gold burst. WyzeGye with the life lead, with the tension lead.
WyzeGye really thrives not just in having the screen control, but being positioned such that you have all this space to work with before getting cornered, gets backdash. Unfortunately, backdashed a little too close to the sun, as now Cade's got you stuck in the corner. WyzeGye keeps finding the holes.
There it is,
Great
6K.
resource management. RC to close it out anyway. I whiffed. JK, it's still my turn because I've got tension.
And on Sunday. So if you were lucky enough to get into the beta, make sure you sign up and have some fun with us.
So I'm going to be grinding that beta all weekend. I'm going to have like 8 streams set up at the same time. It's going to be beautiful.
That and Avatar, let me tell you. We got Avatar Aang right here on screen, right? Sin. Melissa Mended up against Zwei not here. The Sin versus the Johnny.
Let's see how this goes. I love the timing mix-up. Unfortunately, the problem with the timing mix-up is it gives your opponent time too, and sometimes that blitz is just too much to overcome on the lane.
Nice, and the IAD JK is enough to beat out the Sun Dipper there. Alright, get some of those calories. But does get tossed in the corner too. This is brutal. Nice! The burst there was so smart. Right before the first coin hit, it actually prevented Zwei from getting to level 3 misfire.
A number of times we've seen these exact openings. Someone goes for something unsafe, their opponent tries to punish it. Psych, RC, it's still my turn, and then they get counter hit. And that was the round. Great utilization of those mechanics from Zwei, something that Melissa is going to have to keep in mind if she wants to keep herself alive. Of course, another way to do it, just run your mix first.
Gonna get a huge pickup here, tons of damage. Man, I love the beak driver loops. Nice throw tech, catching the backdash, and the 6P hitting, going straight into RTL for the perfect.
What an animation as well. So nasty. Okay, respectful round start. It is Zwei who finds the opening first.
BG. Trying to create that space. Air beak driver. Any Axie coming through as a member on the YouTube. Welcome and thank you.
Yeah, we just saw exactly what we were talking about earlier, right? Trying to bait with that YRC. Oh, I'm so unsafe. I hope you don't punish me. But Zwei was not having it. He was just chilling full screen like, I know what you're about. I know what's coming.
Oh, nice in the 2D. Actually going to low profile that 5K. Staying so airborne that entire time. Oh, no, but out of calories, so wasn't able to follow up.
He's so hungry.
Got to fill up that plate. There we go. Going to fill it up with a game win here. Melissa up 1 over Zwei.
Get yourself a nice snack. Is going to need it. Melissa, a little bit low on resources, but she found the opening. Now Zwei needs to respond in kind. I loved the air stalls from Zwei early on in the game, but I feel like Melissa got a little bit more privy to what he was going for as the set has progressed, and it's been difficult for Zwei to find mix-ups to hit that level 2 gameplay.
You can't count Zwei out. Not only hit a level 3, but baited out the burst on top of it. Staying much more mobile this time, which is making it very difficult for Melissa to actually pin Zwei down.
Indeed. Melissa going for some mobility of her own as well, but again, like Zwei is just not pressing, is not being baited in the same way. Still has that burst. Did not go for like the crazy reads on the anti-airs, just let it play out and played honest footsie.
Alright, big pickup. Oh, tried to chase the tech. Wasn't able to punish it, but still keeping that pressure. Oh, got the hit, but wasn't able to confirm off of it. Tragic. Gonna go ahead and get the throw, though. Take that opportunity to get some bite, get some meat.
A big opener for Zwei. Look at that Diablo out in the air. Melissa is not afraid. She knows when she has the frame advantage, and she is willing to press. Wall splat extension for Zwei. No chance for Sin to press this time around. YRC gonna mix you up one more time. Gonna get those plus frames and gonna close it out.
Really unfortunate there. Zwei just locking you down with the unblockable setup. We've already seen an attempt at a blitz. We've seen an attempt at a DP. It's really difficult.
It is. Difficult is the right word for it. Sometimes, like, when you're working with your coach and they're like, yeah, that's just tough.
Really, we saw some answers beforehand, right? It really just kind of depends on what your dead angle is. If you block the coin, you want to go for a dead angle if you have the meter for it before the misfire comes out, right? Because there's always going to be a coin toss before the misfire to force you to block.
Yeah, we love our plus frames. Get those can setups. Speaking of can setups, Melissa kind of not ready for a couple of those pressure sequences there with the coin, to your point. Now Zwei has the early lead, but just like that, look how quickly it evaporates because Melissa has such strong confirms off of those long buttons.
Getting that full RTL as well. Taking all the way coast to coast. Yeah, sit down.
You thought you were escaping me? Just block, I don't care, get counter hit.
Yeah, just whipping the burst. Tragedy there for Zwei, and Melissa now sitting on set point. Can we close it out? This is a good start.
Sometimes just block just means you're closer to me. It was still Melissa's turn, and now, as you're saying, it is match point. It is do or die. Zwei struggling to find the answers. That health bar is depleting. Desperately trying to get out of this pressure sequence. Meter on Melissa's side. So much tension to work with. YRC mix-up, though, has the screen advantage.
This is still good. Has to be careful for the incoming mix-up, though. Level 3 misfighter. What?
Oh, there's a low.
No, that had to have been a misinput there from Zwei. Goes for the instant kill. Bad manners. Bad manners.
You didn't have to do him like that. The GG's in the chat. Oh. Oh no. It's gonna be the Faust. Who is going to take it? Who's gonna sit pretty in winners, and who's gonna have to fight through the gauntlet of losers?
That's right. Let's rock. Round start, both of them creating a little bit of space. Obviously, ElvenShadow just wanting to throw out some items.
good start for Solstice. I mean, the name of the game is going to be shutting down those items. We've seen Elven's ability to navigate getting those items out in a variety of matchups already on stream tonight, whether it's those zoners, whether it's those rush downs. He has the utility, but Solstice is going to be your toughest opponent.
Oh no, Golden Hammer gonna whiff, unfortunately. Solstice just dashing in, trying to stay very close to ElvenShadow to prevent him from actually getting those items out.
Okay. Scrambling situation here. Item does not go where you want it. Dive kick timing mix up from Elven, and another dive kick timing mix up from Elven. Right when you're focused on the item, that comes out. Speaking of the items, we saw one go into outer space, never to return. Bombo combo's potentially going to set up off screen, and sure enough, Solstice is not ready for it.
Pretty sure that item we saw was the Jumbo Mini Faust, and he just ended up landing off screen, unfortunately.
Same thing happened with the bomb there. Such an awkward situation.
Nice bombo, though, there from Solstice, actually, able to combo off of the air throw.
These side kicks at the item are insane.
Able to dash on in this time, gets the oil. So far, the item pulls haven't been that great for ElvenShadow.
Making it work, though. Managed to get around on the board, but Solstice doing a lot better in this one. Has been able to keep Elven locked down, punishing those pools. Going for the super as well, playing some ping pong. The Rafflecopter going to be enough to close out that round. Keeping it even.
Another form of the Dr. Copter there. Just not the one that ElvenShadow wanted. And shouts to Silencer Gavin, come through with the sub. We appreciate you. Low altitude air throw.
Ooh, caught you with the overhead. That was unfortunate as well because ElvenShadow crouch blocked after the startup of the overhead began. Really tragic for him. However, Solstice taking full advantage. The H there. The counter hit combo.
Yep, full round in here, and no, not this game, because we have 100 tension, which means that the Beyblade is gonna spin. Give me your guts.
Bro, Mom really just said it was Solstice's turn, and Elven's like, well, I don't want to get grounded. I just got to hold that. Solstice taking game number 1 in dominant fashion there after that first round. That looked pretty good for Elven. Of course, item RNG is always a factor, but part of it was just the way that Solstice was able to play around what did show up, right? We talked about the reactions, the awareness of those tools from the many thousands of hours of play. Really on display.
Yeah, and Elven is going to have time also to build up a little bit of a game plan, right? Because this is a 3 out of 5 set, not a quick 2 out of 3. So even if Solstice is able to get the second one, don't count ElvenShadow out. He's one of the best in the US for a reason.
Okay, hammer time, dive kick time, air combo time. Elven got nothing but time right now. We go for the Kamehameha, get him off me. However, we got the Kamehameha of our own, calling in the airstrike with those meteors. But still, Solstice, it doesn't matter what you get, finds a way out of the corner.
Oh, nice with the J2K.
The black hole. It is always my turn, my friend. Mini Faust as well. Now the item RNG is on Elven's side. Goes for the burst. Gets baited. Solstice doesn't care about RNG. It is still his round.
And it would look like we were starting to see ElvenShadow build up that momentum just to run into the stop sign that is Solstice's Ram here. All right, reeled on in. Just going to go for the combo with the 5K.
We haven't really seen that scalpel pool being a big factor. I think because Solstice has such big buttons with these swords, it's not really worth playing at that mid-range, but perennial threat, you gotta watch out for it.
Did you see the awareness and the timing there from Solstice, knowing exactly how many hits we could squeeze in before we had to jump cancel to block the meteors? Just
that was kind of crazy. I'm glad you highlighted that. That was kind of crazy. Okay, get off me. Blitz season.
The wall splat. Probably no superhero, I don't think. Yeah, no. Trying to go for one more mix-up. Instead, going for the mix with the super, and it's gonna connect. And the air throw! Recognizing that because of the hits, ElvenShadow was gonna tech out?
Dude. Insane behavior. Solstice with the download.
I need Solstice to chill out a little bit here.
Heaven or hell. Duel.
I mean, it sounded like Echo. It is my time. Okay, a little bit of a mix-up from Elven. I like the changes to the approach game and gets the poison off as well. Overhead as well. So many little things that you got to worry about. Just shows how easy it is as this risk gauge cranks for things to turn around. Oh, that risk gauge is cranked right now.
Yeah, if Elven could just find a clean hit, but is unable to. Solstice battling him back, and now the risk gauge going all the way back to 0. Uh-oh.
Bomb plus black hole, terrifying.
Going my way. Send out the bomb once again. Oh, wow. Crazy dead angle there. Actually unable to hit Solstice, but got rid of one of the swords. The counter hit. And this is one of the downsides of this match, is when Faust is in the air, his hitbox is very weird, right? Unless he's holding FD, he has a massive hitbox, which means it's just more room for the swords to catch him.
Yeah, Faust is the biggest, smallest character in the game. I don't know how else to word it. Like, when he's crouching, it makes nothing worse, speaking of. But then he's so tall, he's so gangly. He's able to close out that round, but still on the back foot.
Turn up the heat.
So many hammers.
Oh.
Oh man, looking like an MC. It's hammer time.
Trying to build a house all the way to victory here, but is going to get knocked down in the corner. Overhead, the late overhead connecting.
All right, ElvenShadow, let's see if we can complete the Bob the Builder arc. Can he do it? Another hammer.
Another.
Still
Oh my
brown.
god. How many hammers
Can
in
he
a row is
build it?
that?
Yes, he can. ElvenShadow with the dive kick as well. Scalpel thrust. So many long-range buttons, but Solstice answers back in kind. Willing to fight in the air, willing to fight on the ground, but it is Elven who gets the corner carry.
Oh, and that super low to the ground love bomb was actually so clean. Caught Solstice with a really late tech there.
Hold up.
Open
Ooh,
up the jump pad.
Oh, what a great read from Solstice. Knew Elven didn't want to land on it, so he went for the dive kick, ready for the cross up, gets the conversion off of it as well. All of that just from the awareness because we saw what item was on display.
But the bomb covering the teleport. Beautiful. Absolutely 10,000 IQ play there from ElvenShadow, knowing that they could use the bomb and recognize that Solstice was holding Blitz.
Have you heard that statistic about how like the black cab drivers in London have increased gray matter in their brains from all the memorization? That's how I feel about people who play the Faust matchup so much. They've had to learn so many interactions that their brains literally expand.
I believe it. That's all that's underneath that mask, by the way. There's no face. It's just a brain.
It's just brain. It's that SpongeBob episode.
All right, J2K. Yep. Look at the risk gauge, nearly at max.
Those meteors really did a good job of making it difficult for Solstice to prevent that situation. Now forced to block in the corner. Gets hit by the overhead into the pogo combos. Bob the Builder comes back, but Elven can't close it out.
Yeah, no, I was unable to punish that super just because Faust's movement is so slow in the air. But look at this life lead here. How do you press in? You don't. Runs right into the big boot. The twinkle toes on that 5K.
Oh, I'm loving this copy. Y'all are killing me, chat, as we get into another round of Ram Faust gameplay here. Solstice off to a good start. We've seen this before.
All right. Solstice doing a good job now of controlling the chaos. Uh-oh. All right, block for your life.
Reach to block. What a moment there. ElvenShadow locked down in the corner. Does get the scalpel pull. Immediately goes on the defensive, trying to bait out maybe the burst from Solstice.
And now it is set point for Solstice, though. 1 round away from celebrating ElvenShadow to losers.
Let's see what happens here. Solstice off to a good start. Quadruple overhead there. But these black holes have really been effective for ElvenShadow. Even if you don't get the hit off of it, cranking that risk gauge. That has been such a name of the game. The way he's been able to utilize that mechanic that we don't really see super often to full effect.
Oh, man.
Corner.
The dust in the corner is so brutal, especially with the tension that's built up. Oh, we're going to see the super get spent here.
This is the same as last round. Elven got put in the corner one time, and that was just curtains. There's the super you talked about. And eventually, yeah, you're going to get chipped out there.
All you had to do, got the overhead with the hit, right? And then just held back.
We do not know what's coming because we're doing it live. Melissa meant it versus Lazy. Battling for the right to face off against ElvenShadow in losers finals. Let's get into round number 1.
Oh, the patience there from Lazy.
I had a split-second moment where I was like, wait, are they button checking something? What's going on? But no, as you pointed out, it's just patience.
Yeah, Lazy just trying to see how Melissa is going to try and escape from that corner there. Nice beat driver, though, to finally try and get some offense started.
I like the patience into, like, YRC mad dash Bruce Lee kick. It's all about that zone-breaking game, and there you go. Catching Lazy, pressing a button at the wrong place at the wrong time. That is the name of the game. But you have to convert once you finally do get in, and so far, Melissa hasn't gotten any big conversions off of these purples.
And don't forget, we've seen this matchup before, this exact one, actually. This was a top 8 qualifier, Lazy versus Melissa. Lazy won the last one 2-0. So let's see if Melissa can ride the momentum from last game and bring in any data that they got as well.
Ooh. Triple counter hit coming out there. Lazy pressing buttons for dear life.
Full risk gauge as well.
Yeah. Good to see that risk gauge coming out a little bit more in this top 8. We've been seeing a lot more like the mechanical depth of the game shining as the bracket has gone on. We've been seeing more blitz, more use of that risk gauge pressure, careful optimization of the tension gauge, and sometimes you just see this, some good old-fashioned Slavinar.
And a good old-fashioned Axel bomber there, too. Was trying to catch the tech with that 5P. Just pressed it a little too early. But still, massive life lead here for Lazy 2S. We'll take that trade if you're Axel.
Oh, 100%. The screen positioning alone makes it worth it. Trade aside, and Lazy takes advantage. Takes the round, evening it up.
Oh my gosh, what a pickup there with the 2P. OTG with the beak driver, but now just keeping this trade rolling forward. But an escape there from Lazy, able to swap sides into the pickup in the corner with the Axel bomber. Bomber loops.
Dash back, wants that space. Again, this is what we saw from Lazy earlier. Doesn't want to be too close for the Oki, instead optimizing for those dash backs to retain that full screen pressure for as long as possible. And there you go, the anti-air combos coming out.
Oh, and the reel in going to catch the second hit there. Only the first hit was blitzed. Well done from Lazy, getting game number 1. We might be seeing a repeat of what we saw in that top 8 qualifier match.
You've definitely got the download on your opponent by this time. It is all up to that RPS of adaptation. You've got past the level 1, the level 2 game plans. Now you go back. Do I repeat those things that I did in the first round of the first game of the first set? Or is there still something new that I can add to the mental stack to keep my opponent guessing?
Good question to ask, but let's see if Melissa has an answer. Oh, the stun is big. Gonna take some of that burst gauge.
Meaty damage there. Melissa, that was a fast round in the context of this set. About 25 seconds?
Oh, absolutely.
You see the classic axle spacing at this point. Things are slowing down a lot. That Renson putting in work. And again, it's that spacing. The way Lazy is able to sit just outside of Sin's range while making it look like Melissa can get a hit. But sometimes you get it wrong, and when you get it wrong, exactly this happens. You know, it's Melissa's turn, but you're so far behind that sure enough, eventually, you're gonna get chipped out again.
And Lazy now sitting at set point here. Trying to get that run back against ElvenShadow. Oh, and baits out the DP. Gonna get a massive punish on it with that 6H. Nice block of the DP, though.
This feels like such a tough situation for Melissa. You know your win cons, you know the spacings that you need, but they're so hard to find because Lazy's micro spacing is impeccable. So good at positioning this axle. And so you end up in these situations where you finally get in, has to be aggressive, has to get the conversion, does find it there, and finds it a second time. That's the win condition. You just have to keep being right.
Oh, wow. I'm just blown away by how diabolical that was from Melissa. Ending the follow-up of the beat driver just in time to bait out the burst was crazy.
That was nasty.
Heaven or hell. Duel.
Good stuff to Melissa, finding a way back in. It was exactly what we talked about. She got in once, and she did not let it go. Gets in another time. This time around, however, Lazy does find a counter hit. Reverses the fortune.
Okay.
This has been a lot more back and forth. We haven't seen Lazy get the opportunity to really set up full screen until now, and even now, because Melissa was in the, Lazy was in the corner, didn't want to play that spacing game at disadvantage, instead opting to fight, and it caught Melissa off guard.
It's not over yet.
Yeah, Lazy being a lot more aggressive. It's working out beautifully. Now sitting at set point once again.
Duel. Keep on rocking.
Instant aggression from Melissa is met in kind as Lazy finds the Abare, finds the way out, but a little bit too low on that anti-air, the long range, catching it as Melissa just hops over, gets in, gets the food buff, the resources on your side, forcing the burst out as well.
Yeah, there's a reason why you haven't seen Sparrowhawk stance too much here at all from Lazy. Maybe at full screen just to kind of bait the opponent to come in. It's because it's not the greatest tool in Axel's toolkit. But that 5K is beautiful and enough to close it out there for Lazy. 2-1, moving on to losers finals. All up in there.
He has synthesized every Discord homie available. Let's see who is able to take it this time around. Again, ElvenShadow 2-0 on winner's side. Loser's side here, 3 out of 5. And immediately, Elven taking advantage of that wonky hitbox.
I mean, the thing I like to tell people about getting into XRD is you don't need all the numbers in the data, right? You don't really need to know frame data that much. You just got to know whether or not something is plus or minus or unsafe. It's really a vibes-based fighting game.
It's all vibes, and I love that for this. I feel like older games tend to be more like that because if a game is released in 2025, like, you better have every confirmed frame tight with the modern buffer systems and the ease of access. These games don't have as much of that, and so there's expectations that there are those gaps and like, well, you're kind of plus, you're kind of minus, and you just vibe it out.
Yeah, I agree. All right, now Lazy with no health in the health bar, actually. Oh, dude. The 5H, the hit on the 5H pushed Lazy back into the bomb range.
You saw the win condition click in ElvenShadow's mind there. He's like, wait a minute. I can just poke you out with bombs, tossing those heads at him, throwing the bomb at him as well, getting good RNG on that. And now, speaking of RNG, we got the mini Faust. He hasn't done a lot overtly in this set, but he's been very good at forcing people to do things. That's the strength of the mini Faust.
Oh, dash on this time. Not getting clipped by the bomb. Very nice.
And for the mix-ups with the high-low, The just blocks, however, on that string. Lazy not looking so lazy as he has the willingness to press that timing just right. Poison mixture. Difficult for him to get out of this as ElvenShadow spins the Beyblades, sets up another mini Faust, forcing out the burst. And now that FD approach showing just how scared Lazy is of a single hit.
Lazy, though, able to find a couple of hits there, get mini Faust off the table as well, but runs right into the hammer.
He knew exactly what ElvenShadow was looking for. He was trying to drop the explosive head on the oil.
Oh, baits out the burst, and Lazy by the skin of his teeth. Able to secure the round.
He's seen this setup before, right? You talked about the adaptation. ElvenShadow won the first round that way. Second time, he's ready, he's adapting, proving to Elven, you can't do the same thing to me twice. I may be an old dog, but I got new tricks.
Oh yeah, we're both just gonna... Okay, now we can fight. Hold on.
The melding of the minds. Here we go again.
Oh, chocolate bar?
ElvenShadow is getting a little bit predictable with that. Lazy is punishing him so well when he puts down that oil can, trying to jump in the corner and throw out the head.
All right, yeah, there's the teleport. ElvenShadow tired of just holding on to this neutral. Just uses the teleport RC to skip and getting so many hammers, just trying to beat Lazy to death with them.
You better watch out for that stun meter. Another mini Faust comes in. Scalpel pull, comboing into it. And the karate chop. Now we are back to a very even game.
Oh, no cancel on the 6H, actually. But is going to get the Blitz Shield, dashes right into the DP, and that's going to be a full air confirm there for Lazy, but drops the 5P pickup.
Renton going crazy right now, and it's exactly what you talked about before. Elven struggling in the corner, wants to find a way out, goes for the dive kick mix-up, does get the bomb, and the overhead attempt gets called out. Beautiful reactions from Lazy.
Landing immediately into the DP, and Lazy getting game number 1 here in this run back against ElvenShadow.
Adaptation. What more can you say? I feel like Elven has a few canned things that are getting called out, and he hasn't been able to find a way to consistently mix that up in his game plan. And Lazy is punishing him for it. Uh-oh, going space. It's the first time we've seen that actually connect. Forget how
and
high
smart too from Lazy to not tech until just before hitting the ground.
Yes, true. Get those iframes.
God, what happened to your health bar?
He doesn't need it. Don't worry about it.
All right, fireworks.
Okay, Elven being a little cheeky with it. You see that little crouch walk forward? I want just a little bit of extra space out of the corner. Unfortunately, it doesn't
clashed!
It doesn't matter.
I can't believe that clash.
Turn up the heat.
Lazy is just ready for everything now. Elven struggling to find answers, fighting for his life.
Chase up to the skies, but is stuck on the oil. That's fine, though, actually. Lazy can just stand on the oil and press buttons. But now
until you get a bomb! Elven always finds a way to combust the oil. My man loves fossil fuels.
It's not over yet.
Oh, gets the empty jump 2D. Brenson connects.
Yeah, forces the FD. I like the defense from Lazy there. You're at such an advantage. Doesn't need to try to force the issue. ElvenShadow, on the other hand, did. Lazy knew it. Lazy punished him for it. And now it is Lazy who is on the cusp of victory in this best of 5. Elven better be glad he gets best of 5. Otherwise, this would have been a 2-0.
On an absolutely insane run here so far tonight is Lazy. Was sent 2-0-2 losers by ElvenShadow, is now on the cusp of a 3-0 run back. With the massive life lead here, too, at the start of game number 3. There's the DP.
Elven going for some tricky late tech options there to mix things up. But Lazy is so ready for it. He's playing much more reactive as opposed to predictive. And that is making it incredibly hard for Elven to make something happen. And look at it, he's just poking him out. No amount of pressure is going to get you out of this reaction-based game. However, the scalpel thrust into the meteors does get him out of the corner. finally is Elven's time.
This is what happens when you know, when you add rollback to the game. Axel just gets better.
That's so true. The offline experience, once again, the hammer's coming out. And another scalpel pool. Elven finding more of those in a matchup where that button can be tricky to find because of the length of Lazy Normal.
And harassing with that 5P. The constant harassment of the 5P, throwing it out with every few steps, is just doing a fantastic job of preventing ElvenShadow from throwing out items or utilizing Scalpel or 6H.
Hang on though, Black Hole, Lazy not deterred. He was using it for his pressure string. He may be pulling away. The ElvenShadow couldn't find the opening in time.
Going my way for the knockdown. And again, yes, just the 5P the moment that he hops on the pogo.
Okay, we're reverting back to that mix-up, throwing out the head, but it's not going to be enough. Lazy getting chipped out though. Signs of life from Elven.
The JGK counter hit.
It is not over yet. Lazy does get the food buff, however, still stuck in the corner. This is advantage Elven right now as he pulls the meteors. This is a chance.
Oh!
And he takes full advantage. Round on the board.
Yeah, the good old meteor into unblockable. ElvenShadow now having to climb this mountain. Needs a reverse 3-0 to get the run back against Solstice.
He got
There's
two in a
the
row
parry.
before. Ooh.
Heaven can wait.
Look how much he got off of that. ElvenShadow fighting for his tournament life right now, desperately trying to find the opening. The Renzen pressure coming out in spades. Every time you think it's over, just a little bit of stagger pressure. He doesn't care. Okay, maybe he cares a little bit. He waits it out. He's respectful.
You can tell the confidence coming out from Lazy, just going for that parry, the first parry we've seen all night, and it landing. Lazy is feeling good here, has such a strong lead, doesn't need to overextend, just keep doing what's working.
One more time, the meteors did come out, but Lazy utilizing that meter advantage, just YRCing out. Oil is on the field, but not in a position where Faust can do anything with it. ElvenShadow locked down in the corner. This is your last chance. The bomb could save him. Air dash out.
Okay.
And the spring.
Just lands on it to escape, possibly.
Oh, but he knew the late tech was coming. Elven had the punish idea, but his timing was slightly off.
Oh, Sparrowhawk stance just for that one hit. Not able to catch it the low.
Ooh, Golden Hammer. Misspaced it. Still alive. Those guts just barely saving him. Time is ticking down. Bombo combo attempt does not find purchase.
ElvenShadow getting reeled in, and Lazy does it with the 3-0 against Elven. Crazy matchups too, grand finals. This is XRD of the year 2025. Ramlethal Valentine versus Axel Low. Solstice versus Lazy. Let's rock.
It all comes down to this. It is the battle of the spacing games. Ram that mid-range spacing. Axel trying to get that full screen. Who will find their positioning more often? That micro stutter step game plan is going to be so critical all the way throughout.
Oh my god, this is already so brutal. Solstice, after putting Lazy in the corner, has already thrown an air tech and blocked the DP and secured the first round with 73 seconds on the clock.
That's the Ram corner pressure, right? That's one thing that she definitely has in this matchup. She may not have as much range, but when she does find purchase and she does get her win condition, it's a lot easier to keep the opponent locked down.
Yeah, just trying to slowly move in. Trying to use the Daru there was really nice, but unfortunately got caught by that 3K, which is a beautiful call out from Lazy.
I love these little timing mix-ups. It's like, it's so subtle the way Solstice is mixing up the pressure sequences to try to get Lazy to mash out and get counter hit or get caught by the high-low. There we go. See, the delayed low there, making it so difficult, but Solstice finds a way out, gets the Renzen started anyway. Did you find it? Nah. The chip damage goes crazy.
But yeah, just utilizing the supers there, utilizing that Calvados, that Gamma Ray, just to lock Lazy down. Solstice so proficient at meter use.
So fast.
Get ready to rock.
And we got an Axel on the screen, and you pointed it out earlier that people have a tendency to get the life lead, get the range lead, and hold forward with this character. But we've been seeing good patience from Lazy throughout the tournament. So to see Solstice punching through that, forcing the Abare options, which are not a strong suit of the character, is a very impressive mastery.
Whoa! Again, just staring each other down.
JD starter, though, goes such a long way, all the way corner to corner as well for Solstice.
Oh, there we go. Command grab, though. First one we've seen of that from Solstice tonight.
Let's see how we go on the Oki. No, just forces the burst out. I respect that from Lazy.
Oh, Redson reel in. Nice RC, though, but Solstice getting caught by the 6K. You're not out of the woods yet, but unfortunately had no tension to actually block in the air.
So many resources expended in that moment. Great stuff to Lazy to be able to find their way on top despite the PRC in the awkward scenario there, because it really messes up your timing on the punish. Bro.
Help.
Holy damage back hit.
Help! Into the super. Gets the hit and just tries to bail out the burst slightly. But of course, Lazy is going to hold on to it. Still has another round left in game 2.
Keep on rocking.
Yeah, Lazy got on the board. And Solstice clearly not very happy about that. As soon as you got your round just locked in, again, that jump in JH. So destructive, but this time around, Lazy found the anti-air. You may have traded, but it was in your advantage. Reset to full screen. Get your win condition.
Lazy is doing such a fantastic job, too, of just doing that neutral jump and killing the sword spawns when Solstice summons the sword above them. Staying so aware.
Let's see how this extension goes. Going for maximum corner carry there. Let's get all the way to the corner. Get those annoying sword setups. You may not have any right now, but they're coming back. Yep, there we go.
It's not over yet.
Oh, but there we go, dead angle. The escape. Beautiful burst there from Solstice. Actually trying to slide on in, but Lazy was still in the air.
PRC committed. Solstice not deterred, and it's another JH forcing out the burst, and it pays off for Lazy.
It looked like
now we've
Solstice.
seen.
It looked like Solstice actually RC'd to try and bait out the burst, but ended up in like the wrong side or something.
Such an awkward interaction. We've seen several of those.
Oh, we are tied up here in our grand finals. Lazy on a generational run.
Let's see if we've got what it takes to bring this back, because of course Lazy is going to have to win 2 sets to Solstice's 1 in these best of 5s. They both have time still left on the table to adapt, but with how fast these games have been going, it's not as much time as you think.
There's the burst. Trying to keep Solstice locked down here in the corner. Oh no, but getting caught by the IDJH. Not sure what Lazy was trying to go for there. Looked like the parry actually. Oh no.
Rejected and paying for it with your life potentially here. You might get one more reset on the table, but this is such a scuffed situation for Lazy to be in. But just like that, commits the resources. Doesn't even get a chance.
Churning the guts.
Keep on rocking.
Absolutely blended. Great block on the DP into a close slash punish, getting the burst out early.
Solstice is backdashing, trying to get out of that Renson range. Wants to just go for a full burst approach in with those air dashes, with those grounded dashes as well. Also committing the FD break, trying to just mix up Lazy's timing, keep him minus up close.
Nice, getting the low. Oh, you're gone, right?
Yeah,
you're gone. I don't know how you make this comeback, actually, as Axel.
I mean, it's never impossible, but sometimes it might as well be, as Solstice does get another game on the board. 1 away from victory. One more game.
Solstice looks untouchable.
Get ready to rock.
Yeah, real. But again, like Lazy did find a game in there. I feel like Solstice is just doing such a good job when he does find the win condition of not dropping it. So it's up to Lazy to really answer in kind when you get those pressure sequences, when you make those call outs to commit to convert, because you know Solstice is going to do that to you. Oh.
But it's danger time!
That's one way to even the odds. Danger time when you're in the corner. That is a situation that is scuffed against you.
But not a very exciting danger time, sadly. No one really exploded, and Lazy still just maintaining the pressure there even after getting clipped.
It's not over yet.
Expecting the jump out. Solstice doesn't give it up. Solstice playing slow and steady, trying to win the game of the tortoise and the hare. Meanwhile, Lazy committing resources. It's all about that YRC. It's about that anti-air. But speaking of resources, committed on both sides. Solstice knows you're going to jump. Solstice locking you down in the corner, and it's going to be another big combo.
And the dash up with the 2H, though, immediately into the Renson, able to catch Solstice's ankles. Now moving on into the next round. Lazy has the opportunity to take this all the way to a game 5. Could we see it?
Solstice slowing down, walking up and just crouch blocking there, playing very respectful, walking up and FDing, but both of them, they're committing to default timings, and Lazy is recognizing this. Seeing that step forward into block and then immediately dropping the block, and that is where Lazy is finding open.
I agree, Baba. I think danger time rules.
Okay. Danger time is so hyped. They need to bring that back. True wild assault. Give me danger time.
Tried to go for the dead angle, but just got blown up by the super. Not looking too good for Lazy here, but there's the DP. Get off me. Give me a little bit of breathing room. Sadly, not going to work out. Tournament point here for Solstice.
Duel 3.
Every time I think Lazy's got it down, Solstice just hits a new gear. A new rev, if you will. We're getting into Rev 3 at this point.
Rev 3? Oh my god. It's how you go even further beyond.
I mean, she's got the Goku Kamehameha laser, so I don't know what more you want. I think Ram might be Goku. However, Lazy trying to overcome the challenge, fighting back, not deterred by the protagonist themselves.
That side swap was so beautiful from Solstice, though. Speaking of the laser, here it comes. Gamma Ray taking a chunk out of your life bar.
Let's hope there's no lasting effects on that one, because Lazy has got a long road ahead of him. But Solstice trying to cut it short. The jump in was huge. The combo is huge.
First super, that's it! And Solstice takes it! Your TNS Exert champion with the black beat combo.